Hello, this is Mary Bush from Stampin' in the Sand. Thank you for joining me for my October 2015 Paper Pumpkin Reveal. This is a special Together We Make a Difference paper pumpkin kit. Stampin' Up! Has made a donation for each and every one of the Paper Pumpkin subscribers that received a kit this month and has packaged our special kit in this pink box just to commemorate the donation. So let's get started and see what this month's kit contains. First of all, as always, we have our special paper pumpkin. Thank you for subscribing. Then we have, we have a Stamp Out Breast Cancer Together We Made a Difference. Breast Cancer Research Foundation. Because of you, it was possible for Stampin' Up! To make a sizable donation to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. We donated $1 for every subscriber, plus an additional $1 if you were new this month. Thank you. Well, that's very nice. So the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, their mission is to advance the world's most promising research to eradicate breast cancer. To learn how you can continue to help, please visit www.bcrfcure.org. So if you're interested in finding out more about this organization or perhaps making a separate donation yourself, that would be the website for you to visit. Now, I do admit that this is not the first time I have opened this kit. I had a major video meltdown. So right after opening up the kit, I had to start over. So my tissue has already been destroyed. I've already had a little bit of a sneak peek, and you are going to love this month's kit. I am so excited. So I apologize that, unfortunately, this is not the first time I've seen it. I just saw it 2 seconds ago and had to scrub and start over. So let's move on, because maybe you haven't seen it yet. Our stamp set this month is absolutely phenomenal. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Look at these stamps. So we have this great font with congrats. We have thanks. We have thinking of you. We have some lovely floral and leafy vine motif. Absolutely stunning. And a basic gray classic Stampin' Spot for helping us stamp with this month's kit. So here we have this month's kit. I've already ripped the cellophane in my attempt to put it back the way I originally found it. So this month's kit is called Blissful Bouquet, and we're going to be making, or they're suggesting we will be making, 9 cards. I'm going to move this back in so you can continue looking at this gorgeous stamp set. With our Blissful Bouquet, we are given the supplies to create 3 cards that look like they're normal A2 size cards. 3 3.5 by 5 inch cards and 3 3 by 3 cards, complete with envelopes. They have their envelopes included in the kit. And let's see what the contents were with this kit. So we get a full sheet of dimensionals. So we're going to be doing a lot of popping with this kit. Love this watercolor vine cardstock. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love this. Love it. Next, we have some circles that have this nice watercolor sketchy floral motif. Love that too. This is gorgeous paper. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's kind of like a watercolor wash. You just know I'm going to be hacking this up. You know that's not going to stay whole. I'm going to be cutting that up. Let's see. This must be our 3.5 by 5 note cards. I love it. They're cut standard 3.5 by 5 inch note cards that we sell go this way, and these open the long way. So that's a different take. I like that a lot. I haven't done that before, I don't think, with a 3.5 by 5 inch card. Then we have our 3 envelopes for our 3 by 3 cards, and I'm trying to decide if that looks more like crumb cake Sahara sand or a crumb cake Sahara sand blend. Haven't decided yet. Then we have some 3x3 pre-cut, pre-scored cards. Nice. We have our 3.5 by 5 inch envelopes. I'm guessing crushed curry, maybe. What you thinking? Crushed curry? Looks like crushed curry. Oh, we have very vanilla baker's twine. Like that. Very nice. Oh, let's see. These are our standard envelopes, and I'm thinking Calypso Coral, maybe? I don't know. I love playing this game. I love the Guess the Color game. Then we have, let's see, stickers. Yep, we have some gold foil stickers. I don't know if you can see. I don't know what kind of glare you're getting, but it's the same kind of leaf motif that's on this watercolor paper and in our stamp. So that's very nice. I'm going to put this, I think, over here. Maybe you'll get less glare there. Oh, these are pretty. Love the banners. I'm thinking maybe Old Olive, folks. I don't know. What do you think? Old Olive? Love, love, love the banners. I want a stamp that does that. Note to self. I want a stamp that does that. Oh, and again, in what I'm thinking is the crushed curry. So we have 8 of those to play with. Very nice. Then we have, let's see. Oh, these are cute. So I'm guessing you stamp your sentiment on there. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, and look at the card bases. So these are our standard card bases in the crushed curries. You have the crushed, what I'm saying is crushed curry. I'm going to say crushed curry, if you don't mind. Crushed curry with the Calypso Coral, we're thinking. Coordinating envelopes. Very cool. Okay, so Blissful Bouquet. Back again to our instruction sheet that's always included in our paper pumpkin kit. So here is the suggested card format. You know I won't do that exactly, though. You know I'll be back with something probably completely different. But this is the suggested format. And if you are new to Paper Pumpkin, and this is your first time seeing a Paper Pumpkin reveal video, we always get step-by-step instructions to follow for assembling and creating the cards exactly as shown in the instruction booklet. But you always have creative license to do anything that you wish with the contents of the kit. There are some really creative folks out there that come out with some really cool projects. So here are the contents of this month's Paper Pumpkin kit. I am loving it. I'm very excited. Always, always, always exciting to get my Paper Pumpkin kit. If you are not a subscriber to Paper Pumpkin but would like to become a subscriber, you can visit my blog. I have a direct link in the URL posted in a URL right below this YouTube video description. You can click on over to my blog and become a subscriber right there. And I always send my subscribers little thank you cards in the mail now that I have my new Paper Pumpkin specialty stamp set for demonstrators. And if you would like to join my demonstrator team and have access to that exclusive stamp set, you can do that as well on my blog. Always, always exciting to have new members join our team. So I am going to get started creating here, and I will be back momentarily with my first creation. So I will see you in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. So usually I like to get to know my little Paper Pumpkin kit before I video anything. And I get to know it, I make a little project, and then I come back and I show you what I did. But this time, I think I kind of got a launching point from one of the cards here. So I'm going to just dive right in, and I'm going to start stamping based upon an idea I have floating in my head, and we're going to see how it comes out. So I have brought in a couple of my clear blocks. I happen to like this clear block D by Stampin' Up! For all of my Paper Pumpkin projects. It generally fits all of the stamps that come in your paper pumpkin kits. And I'm going to ink up my thanks here using the gray that came in the kit. And I'm going to stamp it on my little banner. Okay, so next I'm going to work on the floral part of my card, and I'm actually going to bring in my classic Stampin' pad from Stampin' Up. It's just going to save time for the video. So anyways, I'm going to randomly stamp here on my card front. Probably looking good, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my thanks and I'm going to mount it in the center. So I don't know, maybe one more. I always think less is more, and then I always go one more than less is more and regret it. But I think I'm done with that. So I'm just okay. So let's finish putting our card together. So I have my stamped watercolor paper here, and I just need to get some glue, and I'm going to flat glue this, and I'm going to put this on. I've decided I want to center it, which should leave me roughly 1/4 of an inch top and bottom. Roughly. Okay. Then I'm going to take my thanks and the dimensionals that came in the kit. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it down on the front of my card, hoping it's straight. That looks pretty good. Then I'm going to take my twine. Now they had coiled it up behind the congrats, but I actually think I'm going to tie mine around the front of the card. Okay, so I'm a pretty clean and simple girl here, and I've been trying to think as I was tying my bow here that this thanks looks like it needs a little bit something more. So I think I'm going to bring in this little flower that comes in the set and my basic gray, and I'm going to see if we can't just stamp a flower on here. That's not too bad. And I'm thinking actually my coaster here, oh, that's too thick. I need something that can get under there. How about the dimensionals are the same thickness? Ha! And there. How's that? That's not too bad. So I think I'm going to leave it at that before I ruin it. So there's our first completed project. Pretty little thanks card. I think it came out really cute. And the only thing I'm going to do now is get a little glue dot and put it underneath here to hold my bow in place. So there's my first project using this kit. It's only slightly off from what they had intended. I hope you've enjoyed this first project, and I look forward to bringing you more projects with the Blissful Bouquet October 2015 Paper Pumpkin Kit. So thanks for joining me today, and I look forward to stamping with you again soon. Bye!